For the first time in God knows how many years, the Dutch flag now flies above Amsterdam. 4 days ago, all German resistance collapsed inside the Netherlands, and they were pushed to the borders. The monarchists have begun striking deep into the heart of Germany through France, and our allies in Free France have been doing the best they can. Meanwhile, Greece has finally fallen to the coalition forces, and soon, perhaps Brazil will finally be freed. Their territory has been effectively cut in half with the German invasion of northern Brazil, ostensibly to stop rubber being exported to us. However, with some quick maneuvering, we were able to dispatch a couple of fleets to try to knock out the German garrison. Although tired, undersupplied, they are very resourceful and have dug in many defensive places. As far as England, their territory has finally been made whole again. Britain, thankfully, many months ago was able to push the Germans away from contesting London, and a few months ago, the entire German force in Britain was liquidated. In fact, even the king and his family have now returned to a battle-damaged, war-weary, and somewhat broken nation. But their efforts have not gone in vain. Them forcing the Germans to stay and deliver resources gave us time to get to the Netherlands, and it was successful. Meanwhile, northern Italy is being invaded. Yamashiro and Fuzo's guns are firing day in and day out, trying to knock out the German defenses along the coast. They're doing the best they can. Some fleets have already been recalled home. Many of them are veterans from the first German-Japanese War, and, quite frankly, have spent years doing naval invasions and conquering in the Black Sea and the Mediterranean. I've recalled them home, and hopefully I'll be able to do that for other fleets as well. Kongo and Kirishima are knocked out for the rest of the war, suffering damage in a battle off the Congolese coast. The unfortunate captain of the destroyer, let's see in my notes here, Shigure, did not inform his torpedo officer that the heavy cruiser Tsurugi was going to be moving into her attack line, and ordered torpedoes to be fired. Nonetheless, he was quickly found liable for the sinking of the ship, and although spared from execution, was put in prison for life, though the sentence is most likely going to carry death. He could see that Tsurugi was damaged and couldn't steer very well. He should have told his torpedo officers and ordered his ship not to fire the torpedoes, but he didn't. As the war is winding down, German ships seem to only be doing harassing attacks on our colonies, our commonwealths, and other naval bases. Occasionally, a German ship will show up off the coast of Mogadishu, fire some shells in a defiant act before the local garrison starts firing large naval guns back at them from battleships we have in the region. It seems that this war is going to finally come to an end, especially now that we're closing in. The Ukraine front has been a quagmire wouldn't be the right word, but stalemate is too blunt. It hasn't moved in years, and quite frankly, army leadership is growing tired, which is why they're pushing into southern Germany through France. But resistance there is a lot larger than they expected, and the monarchists are desperately trying to keep them from blowing up the entire country. As bombers and fighters fight overhead, and now reinforced with more planes from the Netherlands, it seems that we're finally getting the air support we need to finally put an end to the war. The civilian dictatorship still holds a lot of power, though I have reports that it's weakening every day. Every time a bomb falls on a factory, destroying the valuable equipment inside and the war-making materiel, the people grow tired. And I believe it's only a matter of time before the war ends. The German monarchists have already ceded much territory to us in exchange for not leveling cities to the ground, which seems to be working well. Monarchists in Britain were key to helping liquidate the German forces and even forcing many of them to surrender without a fight, citing that they would be granted amnesty if they just put down their weapons and swore an oath that they would fight for the Kaiser. Which is fine. As I've said for years, politics is not my forte, not my cup of tea, nor do I enjoy it. The United States and Britain have protested month after month after month about our ships sailing up and down, and the Parliament and Congress have been demanding that we stop doing that, as the people are getting tired. I then was invited to address the United States Congress and simply told them, "You're still in this war. We're allies. We've been allies for the better part of 40 years. And probably even longer if you want to go back to the end of the shogunate. We've been allies. Please stop trying to tell us how to conduct the war. We are all on the same side here. Please stop. Thank you kindly." And it seems to be working. It's almost hard to believe that it's been so long. The year in the Western calendar is 1950. And it's amazing how long I've been with the Navy now that I'm in my 60s. It's kind of strange, really. Served for that long. I did notify the Emperor, although he is reluctant to grant the request, as he's stated multiple times, that after the war is concluded, I wish to retire. Live out the rest of my days as an old man and maybe publish a journal or something. And relax. I think I've earned it. Not out of grueling hard work for dozens of years, although my work has consisted of many late nights. Sleepless, delirious, trying to draw up plans and attacks and new designs. It breaks a man down over the years, and I'm not as young as I once was. I have grandchildren now, and my own mortality is very clear to me. Thankfully, I've been blessed by heaven with a great number of opportunities. But now it's time to finish what was started back so many years ago. Finally, once and for all, end this military junta in Germany that's been tormenting the people of Europe for so long. And maybe, just maybe, Europe can be at peace.